What's going on, y'all? So the question was, why do truck drivers park on the shoulders and on and off ramps? Now, judging by your question, one can assume that you are not a truck driver, which is fine, because I know a good number of you guys that watch my videos are not truck drivers, or you are future truck drivers. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So the reason why you'll see us parking on the shoulders, on and off ramps, is due to a lack of parking. Truck parking, has always been an issue. Now, people say it's a quote-unquote truck shortage, but if you drive your local interstates at nighttime, you're gonna see real quick that there's no quote-unquote shortage, because you're gonna see trucks on pretty much every exit ramp or every other exit ramp. Now, we do that because they say if you're not in the truck stop by a certain time, depending on where you are, you could pretty much forget about finding parking. And saying is that I once did OTR, I can say that in fact is true. If you're not in the truck stop by a certain time, I would pretty much say by the time the sun goes down, depending on where you are in the country, you could pretty much forget about finding parking. Now, you may be able to find a parking spot, at your local Pilot or whatever truck stop you use, but it's a good chance it's going to be a spot that nobody can get into. Now, another reason why you see us on the ramps is because some drivers, they run out of time. And as you guys know, for those who aren't familiar with how we drive, we have what's called ELDs, electronic logging device. So when you run out of time, you basically have to pull over. Now, some companies may or may not allow you to use a PC, personal conveyance, to get to a safe haven, truck stop, rest area. So you'll find that, drivers get desperate. Now, usually you'll see us parked on and off ramps at nighttime. Daytime, you typically don't see that, because in the daytime, middle of the day, you'll have the opportunity to find parking. Now, before somebody says, oh, they should have trip planned better, then they wouldn't have to worry about parking on and off ramps. Now, the logic in that, I don't know why drivers say that. It's very ignorant, if you ask me, because when you are a driver, especially if you do like OTR, you drive based on the appointment time of the load. So you basically drive around the load, So people say, oh, you need to be in the truck stop by the time the sun goes down. Well, let's just say you have a delivery when the sun goes down, quote unquote. And let's just say you go somewhere and they take 3 hours to unload you. So let's say your appointment's at 5 p.m. You get unloaded by 8 p.m. It's gonna take you, let's just say it takes you an hour to get to the nearest truck stop. That'll place you at 9 p.m. Where in the world are you gonna park at 9 o'clock at night when truck stops are typically full? So that pretty much leaves you no other choice but to find an on and off ramp. Rest areas, you can pretty much forget that. Rest areas are more than likely gonna be full. So you're gonna find yourself either lined up with the other trucks right before the rest area, or you're going to be lined up with them outside the rest area. Now, on and off ramps isn't your only option. You can also, find a Walmart. Now, good luck finding Walmarts, because a lot of Walmarts, they don't want us parking there. But like I said, sometimes you got to get desperate. But I'm not going to drag this video out. Point is, we park on the ramps because there's no other place for us to park. Truck stops are full. Now, if you do Linehaul like myself, typically you'll see a lot of us, parked on the on and off ramps. I see it every night. Now, me, since I pretty much run the same areas, I have my go-to spots for wherever I'm going. So if I'm on 95, I have my spot. If I'm on 10, I have my spot. If I'm on 75, whether I'm in Georgia or Florida or wherever, I have my spot. All right, y'all. So I don't want you guys, those of y'all that don't drive truck, I don't want you to think that we're just parking on the on and off ramps just for the hell of it, because let me tell you, sleeping on an off ramp or on ramp is not comfortable at all, because you're sleeping slanted, so it's not comfortable. So don't think we're just doing it just because ideally, if we could park in a truck stop or a rest area, we would. All right, y'all, that's the video today, so I'll catch y'all in the next one.